Belong Arena Clash, a grassroots esport tournament run up and down the United Kingdom, with teams battling it out for their chance to gain a place in this season's finals at Insomnia 63, live from the Birmingham LEC. In each week's recap show, I'm going to be bringing you all the biggest and best moments, along with analysis and highlights from each week's action. Here's a little taster of what you can look forward to. This is where esports begins. Here we are in week 3 of Belong Arena Clash Summer Season 2018. I'm Ellie Wood, and this week we have got loads of fantastic highlights for you from all the Arena Clash titles. We're talking Overwatch, Tekken 7, Call of Duty and League of Legends. Of course, it's been a pretty action-packed week, so I can't break down all the action by myself. This week I am joined by Tekken 7 caster Abominable and Call of Duty caster Stealth. Guys, it is great to have you on the show.
Great to be here.
Now, you two are definitely old faces, I think, in our Arena Clash tournament. You've been around for a while. So what's been your best moment?
Yeah, it's been a couple of seasons, and in all honesty, it's been fantastic to see the growth over the course of it. And in all fairness, the highlight for that has been its growth. It's been amazing to see some of the lower-end teams and players rise there up through the ranks to do some fantastic stuff. So, yeah, everyone getting involved is my highlight.
And what would be yours?
And for me, it has to be the player stage at Insomnia 62. It was just amazing. People were walking by, looking up at a big screen, people playing Tekken, stopping, sitting down and staying with us through the whole of the event. It was a wonderful event.
Yeah, I have to say, I'm pretty excited about this year's finals.
Me too.
So we're going to kick things off with Call of Duty. So I'm coming straight to you, Stealth. That's your speciality.
Okay, if you must.
Well, it's been an incredible year for Call of Duty in the UK. We've obviously had CWL Birmingham, saw UK team Splice put in a absolutely fantastic performance to get them to the final. And obviously, if you're looking for homegrown talent, then Arena Clash is where it's at. So how have you found the season so far?
It's been quite an interesting one. We've started off with obviously just the 3 groups. We've started to see now the meat of it now, because we're seeing some top teams coming in and just wiping the floor with the other the bottom teams. You can see a big skill gap between the two. But in amongst that, you can see some glimmer of hope with the bottom teams as well, because they're starting to learn the rotations and learn the game a little bit more, and starting to use a better setup as well. Now, in the first couple of weeks, we saw some interesting stuff, but they're starting to learn from their mistakes and really starting to show up.
Do you think any of them are going to be good enough to make it to the playoffs, or are we looking at the teams that are sat at the top of the table?
I would love to see some of the bottom teams reach up there, but in all honesty, the skill gap's just too big at this stage. The top teams are there for a reason. They know their rotations, they know their map, they know the game inside and out. These bottom teams, yes, they're starting to learn, but unfortunately, it's just not enough at this stage.
Well, speaking of top teams, we're going to dive right into the action. This week, we've got a fantastic game for you. It is the Centurions v the Rams. We're going to join them one series in, with Centurions taking the lead, and your casters are Stealth and Infinity.
You shut him down. He's actually done it. But Hypno, he's got a 15 kill streak.
What? What is this?
15!
He's died once! What am I seeing?
Please, right, if he actually goes, completely, if he doesn't die for the rest of this game, I'll get a Colchester jersey.
You know, this is pretty special stuff. Here we go. Hypno going to extend his streak beyond the 17. And there we go. Going to make it 19 off the back of that. They're just going to clutch together. And of course, there's Bradford Rams spawning out the back right now. What is this? I genuinely do not know what is going on right now. You know, there is some more points on the board for the Bradford Rams, but that may be it. Maybe not 18 points. Maybe I was wrong on my initial prediction, but they are going to get 8 at the very least. And now this should be over. You know, there isn't 8 in there. It is something. The Bradford Rams are going to be destroyed here. 250 to 8, I believe. Centurions, you know, I think we're quite lucky to close out that one towards the back half of that because, you know, if they would have continued to learn the way they were, especially in those last 2 rounds, you know, that might have been a win for the Bradford Rams. So,
Exactly.
You know, we might have been able to see that CTF.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's second matchup of the summer 2018 season of the Arena Clash. Of course, I'm Chris Stealth if you've completely missed the opening first series, and this is Infinity. And we'll be breaking down tonight's second matchup for you. Of course, it will be the Preston Invincibles taking on the Cardiff Saints.
Cardiff Saints here look strong, whereas the Preston Invincibles, they look kind of shaky. They don't really look like they want to retake this hill right now.
Now, I think the confidence has been knocked out of them. Coburn, though, picking up 2, make that 3.
Beautiful
as
stuff.
He takes down the 3/4 of the players from the Cardiff Saints from within hill. But oh my lord, this is a little bit better from them. They're just contesting right now as the smoke depletes. They are able to pick up positions of the opposition players, but unfortunately Adam's able to pick up 1 as he takes down one of his own teammates in retaliation, but Coburn picks up 1. Now
he's being challenged, the best player for this team so far in this game, and he's going to get turned on. Surely not going to happen there. Brilliant, beautiful kills from the Preston Invincibles. They're going to retake the hill for the last 30 seconds or so, and the Cardiff Saints spawning over at Ruins. They've now got a choice, Chris. They can either stay at Ruins, go for that next hill, try and look for a full 60, or they're going to push those scraps. They're going to choose the latter option here.
Just 225 points to 81. They are, well, possibly going to win it off of this hill. Great shots from Lawrence. He's able to shut down another player. Oh, the throwing knife just whizzes past his face, gives him a quick shave. As he will be able to pick up that kill. 50 points away from streaks, and there's the glide bomb, calls it in because that will hold them at bay. Then surely not got enough time to get anywhere near to the hill. Oh, it was another win to the Cardiff Saints, but it wasn't as simple as it was in the first series. Now, Preston Invincibles, they came out and they looked strong straight off the get-go. They were trading out and they were in the positions to be able to get each other's cuts, and they had a lead going into the second hill. Now that's where things started to crumble. You know, they weren't there early enough, and they weren't there to be able to trade each other's kills easy enough. And now it's just down to a 1 versus 2, and I believe that will be Ducky left all alone.
He's dead. He's just dead.
See what he's able to do. Sees another one in mid-map. Gets the shots. That's another big pick. As that player from Statue will fall. Sees another one. Oh, I tell you what. I thought he was going to connect with that one and go for the ace. That would have been absolute filth. But Lawrence is on the hunt. Picks up 1. Now picks up the 4 streaks. And we're only into round number 3. This is not looking good for them.
Now maybe the Cardiff Saints try to reevaluate. They are still pushing right through. They're going to get kills elsewhere, but the trade's still coming in. A 2 versus 3 now for the Cardiff Saints. This could be a round for the Preston Invincibles, saying that their advantage is gone now. The sniper is dead.
Yeah, 26 seconds left on the clock. He does have bomb still in hand. He does have the advantage as well that he knew that the player was inside fire. I think he knows he's going to push him. He doesn't. This timing could be absolutely perfect. The Slots goes for the challenge. Oh, Gunners almost does him dirty. They're able to pick up the Preston Invincibles as they try to rotate and move towards these bomb sites. And because of their lack of... Oh,
what?
Stop it.
What?
Stop
no,
it.
stop it.
Did
That's
he
dirty.
see?
He didn't see the bomb planter for some reason. Here comes the streaks from the Cardiff Saints as well as they look to close this one out of a complete flip of what we saw last week, Chris, where the Preston Invincibles came out and destroyed the MK Enigmas. This week, looking a little bit more shaky against a very strong Cardiff Saints roster.
Well, let's take a look at how this week's wins have shaken up the tables. So in Group 1, we have got Vikings and Saints splitting at that top spot. They've both done really well. So we've had Vikings win 2 games, and obviously Saints have played 3 and won 2. Now at the bottom of the table, we have got Enigmas. They are yet to win a single game, so hopefully they're going to pick things up next week. Now, Group 2, much of the same. We've got 2 teams sharing the top spot there, so Guardians and Centurions. And again, we've got a team at the bottom who haven't scored a single point. So, sorry, Rams, better luck next time. And in Group 3, there is a clear winner. The Kestrels have been doing incredibly well. They're holding on their top spot with 6 points, closely followed by Armada with 4. And the Lionhearts are sitting at the bottom of the table with 0. Well, before we get to Overwatch, let's take a look at a few tweets. So last week on Twitter, it was all about the new jerseys, and this week it is all about the team poses. First up, we've got the Vikings Overwatch team getting very superhero-like with their pose. The MK Enigma's Overwatch team channeled their inner Zenyatta. And I have to say, it is pretty uncanny. They could probably go to a cosplay contest with that one. But our prize for the best team pose this week has to go to the Guardians. I mean, look at this. It is pure art. So layered. There's so much depth to it. They've really put in a big effort here. So yeah, definitely our pick of the week.
I love that.
Elsewhere in the Twitterverse, the London Lionhearts have had plenty to celebrate. Here are the Lionheart Tekken teams who won their fixtures against the Smugglers and the Vikings. And the Lionhearts Overwatch team claimed another win and another player, Mooface, wearing his team colours with pride here. Meanwhile, practice makes perfect. The Swarm here making sure that they don't lose the incredible edge they've had so far. And of course, the Pirates are making sure their strats are sharp for their matchup against the Cardiff Saints. Now, we're going to close out with one more York tweet posted shortly after being beaten by the Steelers, unfortunately. But to make up for it, look at that bag. Doesn't it look a little bit sad? But don't take the loss too hard. Cute anime cat bag thing. I'm sure things are going to work out fine in the end.
Don't get it. How does that make a cat? Like, I'm trying to figure out what that is. I would have thought that was a potato with a face. Like, I half chicken.
Get someone record this.
I know, yeah, this is just the show this week. Like,
this is the outtakes.
yeah.
Nothing on the outtakes of last season. Jesus. I used to talk some absolute nonsense.
We're going to have a look at Overwatch now. We had some really good games this week. So as usual, John, Allen and Blank were your casters. And we're going to kick things off with Steelers v Armada. And we're going to follow this up with a game that unfortunately we lost the game audio for, but it was just so good we had to bring it to you anyway. And that is going to be the Invincibles v the Claymores.
We've got 2 matchups as per usual today. It will be the Teesside Steelers versus the Plymouth Armada. And then following that, we will have the Preston Invincibles versus the Clyde Claymores.
So at the moment, Plymouth Armada are playing this comp which is so heavily designed towards just holding people back. But at the moment, Teesside Steelers just coming through with a large amount of damage.
Making sure that they keep that pressure up. Earthshatter's still available for the Reinhardt. Will get behind all 3 of them. There's the Transcendence popped as he finds the Shatter onto 3. The Rocket Barrage from above, finding all it needs to. They keep that pressure alive. The Rhine is going to do his job in the back lines.
Now, Pinkhead, last resort, pulls out the machine gun, but it's not enough. A team kill will end point C.
Coalescence being burnt for the defense. And there's a trap. Quantum able to take down Percy on the flank. No pulse bomb. There goes the Dragon Strike. Trying to find the damage, but it's just a zoning off for now. And Lithium's popping the shots. Needs to find the Mercy with those rifle shots. Making sure that she's taken out of the skies, but it's the side that just lands the headshot. Fully charged up. Overtime starting to tick away. There's no members of the Plymouth Armada able to step up onto the cart. They get pushed away, and the first point holds strong. The Teesside Steelers take the first map. They're not going to be able to get the cap. Overtime starting to tick away now. They need to keep that contest going on. If they can, but there's just nothing quite ready there. The res on the Reinhardt actually goes in, as the Mercy is still alive. Ruggy Ram able to take down Percy, so a little bit less DPS. Mercy still alive. Carulia's finding the hook onto the Lucio, meaning that they can't keep going too much longer. The Rocket Barrage up and available again. The Diva's still alive, though. That could be dealt with as Mercy goes down. Diva hooked into the well by the Roadhog. Carulius takes down the enemy Diva, and with that, the death blow is dealt on well. Brigitte into Tracer. We know how that matchup should go. The Pulse Bomb stuck onto Mercy. They find a second kill onto George By, and this needs to be a hard reset, but they don't have the time to go for it. Lithium gets the D-Mech, and they are just absolutely dishing out the damage that they need. The Roadhog, sorry, the Winston, sorry, will get 1 kill, but is it too little too late? Pops the Primal Rage, trying to keep that contest going alive, but Lithium is just building up that ult charge on him. That health bar just getting melted down. Lucio's backing him up, but only for so long. The kills start to go through the road. The Winston is going to get zoned away, and there we go. The Teesside Steelers take the second map. Moving on to the next map, we have Horizon, which will be a 2 capture point style.
So this one's been changed up a little bit to make it a bit more difficult for defenders on the second point to get out, but it gives them more options, so to speak, in the case of sightlines for them. So this means that if you're an attacker and you make a good push and you remove these players from the point on point B, then they are removed.
Junkrat's managed to sneak in all the way to the back. You got the Reinhardt right in their face.
Oh no.
There's an Earth Shatter almost available. One swing will do it. There's all the ults just getting popped by the T-side Steelers. They're going to throw it all into this as they find 2 kills with the Riptide to find it as well. Only 1 for the Dragon Strike and 2 Earth Shatters go down. But
No
it's 1
way!
line to win. Elroy wins out the duel and the T-side Steelers just cannot be stopped here on Horizon Lunar Colony.
I don't think Pinkhead wanted to get in the way of that charge there, but now they're coming out full force. They have Percy on the Reaper, but he falls.
And they just take the point. They keep that pressure up along towards that spawn.
When Bronze League does use the rally, he uses it early on in the fight or too late to the point where it gets picked and poked down during the fight and they don't get much out of it. So now they're dropping it in a good situation. They're going to get 5 seconds of armor before they come into the fight, but now T-side Steelers, they have to do something. And what a switch!
He's able to get the stun, get the shots down. Lithium is going to come out on top. He's a little bit angry from that previous duel, and already there's the Death Blossom from the tire. Will find one on the Mini Diva. Zones out. The Moira has to pop the Coalescence, but Ruggy Ram is taking down the tanks in the meantime, and that is going to be yet again the T-side Steelers holding strong. Horizon Lunar Colony is where they stamp their mark. So much damage down, but finally we see the Riptide.
Here we go.
Popped. Who's he going to go for? It's a Lotto. Who's he going to find? He just holds himself at the moment, and Lithium, meanwhile,
Lithium gets the
Deadeye.
kills.
There's the Transcendence being burnt as well.
See
Finds
ya.
one onto Percy, and he is just going to be able to just back up the rest of his teams, and Yata's only going to last so long as overtime ticks away, and it is going to be 1 contesting, 0 contesting pretty soon as the Winston falls. Graviton Surge actually on the point there for the T-side Steelers, but it's not going to matter. They hold on the first point, and Plymouth Armada had 0 openings. It is going to be Lithium on the Symmetra. So we are going to see it for the first time going on through on the attack here on Hollywood. The May Wall not really doing too much other than just giving them the cover they need to just move through the rest of the map. You see the teleporter being popped. That will get them behind into the backlines, and straight away they're into Devastate. Ruggy Ram finds the first pick onto his counterpart. The teleporter guns down, but he's going to go down in response, and Zenyatta is going to be able to just keep everyone nice and topped up. Pinkhead finds the only kill of the fight for the Plymouth Armada, and there we go. That should be it. That should be curtains. Of course, that's what it's all about, right? Getting these players and putting them in a competitive scene and making sure that they can practice and learn from what they're doing and have fun as well. That's really what it's all about.
That is what it's all about, Arena Clash. We like to have fun here, guys.
We've, of course, had one series already, which was the T-side Steelers versus the Plymouth Armada. Went 4-0 to the T-side Steelers in quite a dominant performance. But now, moving on to the second game of today, we will have the Preston Invincibles versus the Clyde Claymores in the same best-of-4 format. They get the 1-for-1 trade, though, onto question mark, so a support going down. Mercy able to stay alive. That Facewind Fox isn't going to be able to stay in that mech too long. The Preston Invincibles pushing forward, getting the kill onto Mini Diva as well. Leaky trades it back and finds a second onto the Mercy. A dash forward from the Mercy, a little bit overzealous. Skyer with a Riptire onto the Widow. And there we go. The Clyde Claymores have found their feet yet again. They should be able to keep going forwards onto this Reinhardt. His shield's going to go down, and that is going to be the kill going out for the Preston Invincibles. Overtime ticking away, and that is going to stay contested for just a moment longer as the Claymores will see it off. That Dragon Strike has been so effective previously. Let's see if they're able to do it again. They're keeping forwards on the cart, and a lot of damage raining through up above. Transcendence is available to try and counter that out, but of course being on the high ground makes it very difficult. Winston, what are you doing in the back lines? That's not going to work out for you. The charge straight on back means that it is going to be Aethon to go down, and they don't even need to use their ultimates. Transcendence was not there, gets burnt, but no one's alive to even benefit from it. Junkrat will be kept alive on the point for only for so long as Transcendence stops. They zone them off the cart, and that will be an easy take on the third point for the Clyde Claymore. They can start to step forwards. They've got the Moira, they've got the Lucio, both very good at contesting that point. They've given themselves the time that they needed, and they're back into the fight. The Preston Invincibles stand on the point. They've got that Earth Shatter.
No way!
Knockdown onto Plenty. They will take down LBX finally, but the death bombs are going to be going through the chaos grenades, finding so much. The Graviton Surge onto the point should be able to take everyone else down as the Claymores stand on. He's just jumped into a trap, and that will be the Preston Invincibles getting 100-0. And it's very, very easy to land that when you know you're in the right place. Graviton Surge rolls out, and they need to get the rest of it as well. Ooh, not quite landing the headshots there. That's a little bit sloppy from Leaky. Not what we expect. Shatter onto 2. Charges in, gets the pin onto the Junk. They are going to take him down, however, but that is a little bit too little too late. The Preston Invincibles seem to be getting vinced.
Vinced indeed. I mean, What's good at this point is Clyde Claymores, they've identified the problem. And the problem is LBX. This man comes in and he puts a wrench in all their plans. An explosive wrench that is covered in dynamite. But here we see it, and Hikari gets blasted off. They can't get to the point.
And it is going to be the end of this map for the Preston Invincibles. The contest is still going on, and they're trying to get back onto the point, but I don't think you're going to have too much of an opening. There's not too much you could do. Meteor Strike just zoning people away. Tracer trying to get in, but it's not going to be enough. The uppercut just sending D.Va down the well, but again, Winston finds his way onto the point. The Clyde Claymores, they aren't quite done yet. The Preston Invincibles finally shut it down, and they are just going to keep holding onto the point. Overtime ticks away, and there it goes. Preston Invincibles, they are ready, they are waiting, and they are vicious. It is going to be a 1-all tie up now. So this next map is all to play for. Who's going to be able to secure themselves that point into this week's group stage? 2 ticks already, 3 people on that point for the Preston Invincibles. Purple Reinhardt means he's going to go down to the final swing of the hammer, and that should be the final nail in the coffin for the point. But oh, who's that standing on the point trying to contest? It's the Mercy looking for the res, gets it up, and Leaky finds the enemy. Mercy, they could be open here. They're looking to go forwards, and they're turning the tides of this battle. Overtime is starting to tick away. Clyde Claymores, against all odds, should be able to hold here. Only Widow alive. It's your time to shine, but no, they're zoned away. The Clyde Claymores are going to hold strong. They open up this point B, and the Preston Invincibles have nothing left. Brigitte will just be on the front lines, and Leaky gets the DMEC to start them out already. 4 ults lining up. They have the Earth Shatter with Leaky bringing up a 5th as well. There's the Coalescence to start out the fight. Leaky taking down Aethon in the backlines means that they can just press forwards. There's the hack, but the Earth Shatter doesn't find too much, but the rest of the team will find everything they need to. Leaky devastating the backline. Aethon swatches onto the Tracer to try and counter it. LBX, this needs to be a big Riptide. What are you going to be able to find? Nothing goes through. Skyer able to get a kill onto the enemy Tracer, and that is going to be the point claimed for the Clyde Claymores. The overtime starts to tick away. There's the Transcendence, but it's a little bit too little too late as the Reinhardt actually starts to charge in. Earth Shatter available for the Invincibles now. They are contesting onto the cart. There's the Earth Shatter that they wanted. Then Leaky starts to pop Miso suit, but here comes the Graviton Surge. Here comes the Dragon Strike. Here comes the Storm Arrows. The shield goes down. Skyer holds strong. They're just picking them off at this point now as the res goes through. Again, ZZ Red Tiger just picking attitude back up. He says, you're not done yet, my son. You're going to take us to overtime. Junkrat trying to contest. The last player for the Preston Invincibles up, and they fall down. That nail in the coffin, hammered home by attitude. They can zone out their Zenyatta or take down the Moira. That's really the idea here. I mean, in general, you want to focus the supports, but when you rely so heavily on that combo, it's exactly what you want to be doing. And the Riptide finds ZZ Red Tiger. That should, again, be just a dissuasive fight. There's the Transcendence, and no Graviton Surge has gone down. LBX drops the Riptide, but they can reset for the next fight. The Graviton Surge is there. Dragon Strike comes through, but it's a little bit late, and Preston Invincibles are going to be able to heal themselves up. But Skyer, there it is, finds the DMEC, finds the Mini D.Va as well. LBX is still in the backlines, though. He's still doing work, and so is the Fox. He's on the Moira. He's just holding that right click, holding the damage orbs down. The res comes through down onto Skyer. The whole hog gets popped for the Clyde Claymores. They are fighting tooth and nail for this point. There's attitude back into the fight now as the Valkyrie's been popped. They can push it forwards. There's the Winston on the sidelines. The self-destruct sequence available for Hikari. Should he go forwards? But the Earth Shatter, the pin back, the DMEC's in the wrong place. He's going to pop it down. Doesn't use the self-destruct. And there we go. The Clyde Claymores are starting to turn the kill feed blue. They're pressuring forwards. They're in the home stretch now. They only need to go so far. They're so close to winning this one out this week. Their face when Fox takes it down. There's another Dragon Strike.
Oh, and a
the
lovely
Clyde
victory
Claymores take it
scream.
home.
Oh, Clyde Claymores, you've impressed me today. You really have. I mean, I like your roster, but Preston Invincibles, the same to you. You've also very much impressed me. There were so many moments where you almost had it. You're just a millimeter away, and sometimes that's down to either comps or not dealing with their strategies and their flanks in the best way. Definitely play around LBX a little bit more. This guy is your linchpin at the moment, and have your tank core come back a little bit.
So let's take a look at how the groups for Overwatch currently stand. Now, Group 1 has got 2 teams who've really established themselves, the Guardians and the Centurions. They've both put in fantastic performances, 2 wins each and 6 points each. Unfortunately, the Nighthawks can't say the same thing. They have played 3 games and they are yet to win a single one. In Group 2, the Harriers are the team that are dominating. They have won both of their games to claim 6 points, but unfortunately the Saints are at the bottom of this group with 0. Now, Group 3 is a tale of two halves. We've got Enigmas and Smugglers sitting at the top spot, 6 points each, and Hunters and Rams sitting at the bottom after winning 0 games. And finally, much the same in Group 4. Steelers and Claymores sharing that top spot with 1 win each, and Armada and Invincibles 1 loss each to see them at the bottom. Now, Abominable, this week there was a lot of drama in Tekken, I think it is safe to say. And we actually had a match, Harriers v Kestrels, that did not finish. Tell me more.
It was an unbelievable game. Honestly, I have not commented a game like it in a long time. Chris said earlier, some of these games aren't so close early on. This one is as close as it got. And it was actually so close. They fought for so hard and so long. They had to close the store because they hadn't finished trying to mop each other up. It was a fantastic game. So close. First, Harriers took the lead. Then Kestrels took the lead. Then Harriers... I'm getting excited now. You might have to nail me to the seat. It was one of the most fantastic games of Tekken I've commentated. And right now, it's left with Harriers in the lead.
So why was it so close? Is it that they were both fantastic, or were they just really evenly matched?
They were incredibly evenly matched. I mean, it was very close, but it also wasn't without its controversy. We actually saw the Kestrels taunt their opponents in-game. All the way through the game, and the Harriers are a more well-known team. They're probably the Goliath of the two of them, and Kestrels really brought it every single time. And it also wasn't without extra controversy, because after the round robin 1 was finished, Kestrels insisted in playing out their round robin. Now this brought an extra dimension because they won that game that was almost meaningless, and the same match happened shortly after, and they lost. And I spoke to the Harriers player, and he said he would have got battered in that second round robin if he hadn't played that first game and learnt what his opponent was doing. So a tactical error there.
So aside from those two teams, anybody else stood out for you this season?
Oh, there's so many. I can't wait for the playoffs. We've got Colchester in there, Bradford, York, Manchester, and of course London. It's going to be so close.
Well, speaking of close, we're going to bring you the highlights from that Harriers v Kestrels game. And obviously your casters there are going to be Abominable and Eternal Dragon.
Week 3 of the Tekken 7 Belong Arena Clash, the Summer Edition. I'm Eternal Dragon, and I'm joined here with...
Abominable, and I just can't wait. It's Monday night. That means it's Tekken, and I'm just looking forward to what's going to be an epic showdown.
See, yeah, you have to. He knows now. CH is going to have to realize, right, I can't do these big unsafe moves. Nice block, and it doesn't punish as well.
But it doesn't matter. We're going
Spikes
well on script here.
Tackle.
Craig Gavin doing so well.
Oh, no.
Nice
Yeah.
low. Oh! If he finished that combo, that could have been
Decent
close to it.
Come on, throw break. Oh, he could have launched him there.
Oh.
Nice. Regular throw,
Get in
not
the
a command
puddle.
throw. We see Rage Drive.
This is so close.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, that is so cruel. Look at this, very tentative. Both players showing a lot of respect for getting that low.
You see the adaptations, like you said, just go for the low as well.
Oh, great block.
Could have got more of that, I believe.
Absolutely.
There you go. He does it. He pressed down, as you
Eats
said.
the floor. You should suffer damage. You're basically putting your face in lava. And oh, what another hit, and now
wall splat. This might
are we
be
going to
it.
see a Rage Art? Are we going to see a Rage Art?
Tried to chip him out though. It's a Street Fighter. He has chip damage on his Hadoukens. Oh, that was a good match.
Oh, 1-2 into throw. Craig Gavin have the lead. They're going to know this guy. They're going to know Pez Charlie. Plays in a lot of tournaments, placed very highly. Are their king going to take down Pez Charlie? Pez Charlie goes to the chain grab. Now, what's the Oki? Oh, whiffs.
Nice side roll there.
Pez Charlie putting in some pressure. I feel a throw coming. Back one. Pez Charlie manages to take this one. 3-2. Look at that.
Stays on the ground as well.
Yeah, his get-up game, the way he's getting off the floor, he's minimizing the damage that he's suffering every single time. Strikey not converting. He's missed a couple of juggles now, and he may pay for that.
Oh, nice backdash, but Smoke McKenzie doesn't get anything. Goes for a throw. Not broken.
Low.
Oh, low scissors.
This is
he's looking in trouble.
Dangerous Ling.
Thick. Oh, 3-0.
3-0. Is he going to put his team in the lead? You've got to think his team must be huddled around him, waiting to see how this comes out. If he gets this, they're going to swamp him.
Oh, nice clutch throw break there. Great patience there, that low. We're going to see a lot of them. He's going to do a lot now. Nice. Unblockable moonsault.
How does he get in? How does he get in this situation? He's throwing fireballs. Oh, Akumi gets in.
He does it again.
Mother Moonsault. He's on low health.
And he
catches in with a mid-kick.
And they're in the lead.
King has huge range on his punishers, so if you can just back off and let your opponent hang himself like he did there, sometimes it pays off, especially with the wall right behind them. And again, Chaos coming out of the blocks this time. Eats that move and again splats against the wall. Going for the Frankensteiner. Oh,
that's the story of that match.
Oh, gets caught. Doesn't get the wall, gets the low though. Oh. Both trade. Needs to see an epic comeback now if he's going to do anything.
Oh, use a power crush there.
What a power crush.
Oh, nice.
What a low parry.
Starting to realise they're doing the same things now. We have to try and mix it up.
Chaos is struggling with the way he's getting up. Oh, that's what killed him there.
Yeah.
It was his get-up game.
Oh, just both go into stances there.
Both went into stance throw. Yeah, very interesting. Could have ducked that second hit and gut punched her.
Oh, wow. What a duck in AOP. Oh, a Phoenix stance.
Oh, capital punishment whiffs. Used it at very close range. Nice throw break.
Mackenzie working on a perfect. Will he get the
Looks like he's going to get it.
He got perfected. Wow.
Oh,
see, there's a block, but we need to punish it a bit more than that.
Indeed, could have hop kicked it. Here we go, starting to go through the moves.
There we go, big damage now. Oh, doesn't get the follow-up there. Still got one more bar to work with. He could have whiff punished that.
Goes for the launch. Just trying to get in here. Oh,
nice.
what a way to control it.
That.
He goes for the low to finish. Pez Charlie all over him.
Forward roll, cross chop.
Pez Charlie spacing out. Could have punished that. Got him though. Got him with the second hit in the mid.
Oh, the wall messes it up. He's still in it.
Oh,
that's
got
it.
him.
It's done.
2-0, Kate Kingston. Pez Charlie, if he didn't have that game that didn't matter anything, that Craigavon insisted on, he would have got absolutely brutalised on stream in round robin 2. But he got given information. He got told in that game that King was no good versus Ling.
Yes.
So he then went, okay, well, you insist on the game. You've just told me I can't play against you with my main character. He went to Claudio. It still wasn't easy, but he just pulled out the W for his team.
Well, that match is going to conclude this coming Monday. So fingers crossed, we will actually show you the conclusion during the stream on Facebook and Twitch. Now, in the Tekken groups, the Rams are sitting pretty on top of the table. They are the only team with 2 wins, and that's grabbed them 6 points. At the bottom of the table, we've got the Smugglers. They, unfortunately, have only got 1. In Group 2, it is completely tied at the top. Swarm, Vikings and Centurions all with 6 points, which puts a lot of pressure on the Nighthawks and Invincibles, who both have 0. Group 3 has a clear winner with the Claymores sitting on the top spot. They've got 2 wins. And the Pirates and Kestrels both struggling. They haven't won any games, and so they've both got 0 points. Now, it's that time of the week where we trick players into confessing all their deepest, darkest secrets, and then we broadcast them out for everybody to see. That's right, it is week 3 of the Players Log.
Hello. Wagwan. I'm Thumbs.
I am Urula.
I'm the main tank, he's the DPS.
I try to be.
I'm Bristol Magics. I play for Bristol Smugglers, Call of Duty WWII team. So I have a YouTube channel which is Bristol Magics Gaming, so if any guys want to check that out watching this, go ahead, leave a subscribe on there.
Right, sweet guys, so bit of a struggle with that one unfortunately, but it's a learning curve in the end, so how'd you guys feel about that match?
Down on it, to be fair, guys.
It's an experience, it's not a debate, you always learn something new from it, so.
We've practiced a lot so far. The team experience has been amazing. Every single day has been clicking W, clicking Qs left and right.
Clicking heads like it's nothing, you know.
It's just amazing, you know.
It's just amazing.
Just get involved.
I love this team. Everyone's so nice.
Everything's just amazing.
We talk so well. We're so ready. We're so ready for the finals.
Obviously our communication's flowing very well now. At first it wasn't so good, we were sort of all over the place until we got our strats and formations in. Now we're communicating, it's all flowing. So yeah, definitely the only way we can really improve is getting more strats and formations ready.
That's what we like, and we're going to keep practicing, we're going to get them next time, so watch out guys.
See you next week.
See you in Insomnia.
Well, I am sad to say we are already at the final title of the week, League of Legends. But never fear, we've got two great games for you. First up, we're going to be checking out the Invincibles v the Brawlers, and then we're going to be taking a little look at the Smugglers v the Centurions. And your casters are none other than the fantastic Doctor and Greyheart.
When these keystones were first coming out, it was a case of he could manage to use his press attack immediately procced. And speaking of being immediately procced, here comes Rengar again, gets himself a second bone tooth stack. It's Ezreal who picks up the kill. Meanwhile, in top lane, Wukong is harassing the mighty Kawama. The side of Bristol Brawlers just cannot get Preston out of their jungle.
They're really trying hard. Oh, hang about, never mind. Kawama.
Renekton is going to be able to get the flash out of Kled, follows it up, slices, dices, everything nices. Wukong gets a kill.
We may well, but really, what's the hang about?
Oh wow, that is a nice catch. The Glacial Prism comes down, catches out Pandemic, who immediately goes golden. The Tempered Fate is going to keep Pandemic alive a little while longer, but it's going to be Wukong who's cleaning this fight up. Gets a double kill, Swain gets 1-2, and a 3-for-0 in favour of the Bristol Brawlers. It is spotted out by
Dalty.
Pandemic, who throws down the damage coming out of the cube, but it's Dalty who's really caught out. Burns the stopwatch to stay alive. Here comes the charge! Skull dashes into the fight, but it's going to be Renekton who picks up the kill. One top laner charges, the other just devours everybody in its sight. Double kill for the Renekton. The Crocodile is unleashed, and another turret will fall. Bristol Brawlers dominating.
The only other high impact ult you have there really is the Kled ult, and if Kawama ults in, he's just going to get one hit by the Wukong, so that one's not really going to work out in your favour.
Pulse dashing forward, hasn't let go of his ultimate just yet and gets hit by the Dark Binding. Everybody's already gone, but look at that Tempered Fate. Catching out Latro, catching out Dalty. Here goes Wukong, he dashes in. Tai Import picks up a kill onto Latro, and now the damage is raining down from Sword. The Demonic Ascension stopwatch being used by Quad is going to be enough to help take down the Kled. That ward is spotting out the fact that this Baron is going down, and straight away the teleport is going to be channeled. Mighty Kwama is going to join the top lane. Redemption's going to come down to make sure that the side of the Bristol Brawlers are as close to full health as possible, but here comes the mighty Kawama. The Temper Fate is going to be used to keep multiple people alive, but there are 2 deaths already as Rengar picks up a kill onto Lucian. Renekton takes down the Morgana. Ezreal picks up a kill onto Barbara. Renekton gets his second by taking down Rengar. This fight is so very, very close. Sejuani takes down the Kled. We see the Karma and the Ezreal trying to poke down remaining members. It's going to be Wukong who gets away from the flash of Doggy. Doggy now being chased down. His Karma is gone, and so is... Oh no! He manages to turn 2 around, but the last man standing is Quaz. Incredible plays from Doggy, keeping his team alive in this game.
And in come those super minions looking to close it out.
Here's the charge. This could be the final fight as Mighty Kawama dashes into the fight. It's going to be Morgana taken down by Renekton. The fight is going on all fronts as Kawama and Doggy try to put some damage onto Wukong, and they're actually doing a great job as Kled picks up a kill onto Bard, but Swain returns it, takes down the Rengar. Sejuani takes down Kled, and now we've got ourselves a 2 versus 3. 3, and it's the team of Bristol Brawlers who have 3 members remaining. Pandemic running for his life. Doggy decides to arcane shift into Quaz, and he manages to kill him, but Pulse is there to pick up the kill. Pandemic trying to take down the Sejuani. Where is Renekton in the middle of all this, though? Because Pulse will drop down eventually to the Karma, but Karma's so low, and Wukong takes down the final 2 Nexus turrets. Pandemic has no way of stopping the Crocodile. He's going to chomp down on the Nexus turrets. This is going to be the game. 39 minutes in, and we get a 1-1 between Bristol Brawlers and Preston Invincibles. In the end, it was a tale of 2 top laners. Game 1, the mighty Kawama completely invincible on the Dr. Mundo. This game, it was all about Wukong playing Renekton. Welcome back to the Belong Arena Clash Week 3. Once again, I am Stanley Greyheart Barker, happy to be joined all the way by Harry Dr. Evans.
That's the Conqueror.
For the hills, it's going to be Nightfox with the Ignite, with the Dark Binding landing, and it's going to be first blood going over to Ches. Second game in a row. He is down levels in comparison to his opposition jungler.
Hinamori has no mana.
Nightfox tumbles forward, goes straight into Tormented Solar Black Shield immediately onto Hinamori, and Nightfox yet again gets hit by a binding. Here comes Hawthorne, here comes the damage. Hawthorne's on the board. He might not be as impactful as his last game on Warwick, but he's still doing work. Hinamori has got the Ignite going onto him. This could be the end of the perfect game dream. Dashes away from the tornado, and it's Wraith of Webs who's going to go down. Hawthorne picking up a second game. Meddler runs away again.
All right, Meddler.
Come on, Meddler.
Come on, Meddler.
Come on, Meddler. Meddler's dead.
All right. Well, if the Black Shield wasn't such a broken ability.
That's what it is. Meanwhile, the Wraith of Webs, he's going to get caught out. Shock Crouch now on a rampage, but it's another kill for Nightfox. Meanwhile, Nightfox trying to get himself to safety. Keeps on throwing the damage down. Can he take down Dave? Yes, he can. Meddler! Meddler, the god Yasuo, picks up the kill onto the Gnar. Ezreal does manage to take down Jax in the background, but who cares?
There is a slight argument of why FF at 15 when you can FF at 20, but Colchester not looking to do either.
And here goes Order of Ambers. He gets the stun. Chen,
Meddler!
all sorts of trouble. Uses the stopwatch. Meddler trying to dash away, but gets taken down by Hinamori. It's going to be a double kill for the Ezreal. Then there's a kill turned over because Sejuani takes down Morgana. We're looking at 6 kills. It's not quite the 8 you promised me, but it's getting closer. This could be the ultimate defense.
This is it.
Hawthorne gets caught out. It's going to be a nice knock-up. Nightfox is the recipient of the kill, and Hawthorne gets shut down.
Come on,
the
lad!
Herald's been stopped. Meddler trying to take down Dave, not quite able to. It's going to be the stopwatch that the Zonya's used by Chess, trying to take down Nightfox, but not quite going to be able to make any kind of play. In the end, the minions are too strong.
Oh, an absolute effort coming out from Colchester. Really, you just have to respect it. Meddler with the Yasuo's put. Was it played to perfection? Probably not. Was it entertaining? Yes.
Absolutely. Massive credit to the Colchester Centurions. They do unfortunately find themselves in a position where they can no longer get to the playoffs.
Well, we'll have plenty more league action next week, but until then, the group tables look like this. Now, Group 1, Ult and Rams sitting in the top spot. They've both got 4 points each, and followed very closely by Pirates and Armada, who've both got 3. Unfortunately, that leaves Claymores at the bottom of the table. They've got 3 straight losses and 0 points. Now, we won't be showing the tables from Group 2 due to one of that group's teams being disqualified for misconduct. Unfortunately, we still need to clarify how that affects the group, so we'll see the results for Group 2 as normal next week. So straight on to Group 3. Now, the clear leaders in this group are the Brawlers. They've had a fantastic win to grab them 3 points, followed by the Lionhearts and Invincibles on 1, and the Kestrels sitting at the bottom of the table with 0. And finally, Group 4. Again, another table that is split directly into, with Hunters and Smugglers at the top of the table after 2 wins, and Nighthawks and Centurions at the bottom after 2 losses. Well, that is just about it for this week, but we have just got time to check out the highlights. So, Abominable, let's start off with yours.
For me, it has to be Smoke McKenzie versus Pez Charlie in Tekken. It was the battle of the titans of each team, and it couldn't have gone any closer, and it went back and forth every time. And I also have to give an honourable mention to Risky Luck at Bradford, who actually played Call of Duty for his team when they needed an extra player.
Second week running.
Second week running. And Tekken players can play Call of Duty.
Well...
Maybe
not.
And South, what would be your top moment from the week?
Oh, mine's not quite as specific. Mine's a little bit more cliche, but it really has been great to get onto the show. I've been watching every week, obviously, having been part of it. But to catch up with you two guys and meet you in person.
Come here, you.
I've missed you.
I missed you too.
It's been too long. But yeah, it's great to get on and talk more esports. I'll have to do it again sometime.
Well, that's pretty much it for this week. Don't forget you can find us on all the usual social media channels. We are Belong Arenas on all of them. And you can also find us at belong.gg. And obviously, don't forget to watch next week's matches. They're going to be on Facebook and Twitch. But for now, I'm Ellie Wood. I've been joined by Abominable and Stealth. And I'll see you back here next week for more Belong Arena Clash.